Hey, shalom. We the Isupk started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under command of General Yohana. I'm Priest and Officer Danya Allah. Um, this is the Wednesday night law class. If you got any questions pertaining to the law or any questions in general, just let me know. If not, we can move on with the topic. Any questions in the room? Islam question that you asked me on question off camera. Just say it loud enough so the people online can hear you. Go ahead.
So how come we can get banned for saying certain things like the truth, but then if we say, oh, after the Quran or throw that in the fire, it's okay?
Right. What the brother just asked was a heavy question, right? The brother just said, how come certain things that's pertaining in the car, Bubba could show up, you could go check the door. I mean, see if somebody out there. But the brother just asked, how come we can say certain things pertaining to the truth that get us banned? Like, for an example, give me certain things that we can say that get us banned.
The Quran is good for using a wife and our ass with it, and it's like serious language, but yet then throwing it in the fire.
Okay, that's not going to get us banned. But with certain things that we say that will get us banned. Go ahead. That's exactly.
I don't know.
Us saying that we're the real Jews will get us banned.
Right.
But us saying that the Quran is toilet paper won't get us banned. Why is that?
Because we're good banned is when we out like people. Bottom line. Like if we blatantly just talk about white people, that's what gets us banned. You know, like if we say anything about Arab, Chinese people, they ain't gonna block us. You know
why is that?
Because really the ones that owns YouTube, the one that owns Facebook is Jewish people.
And not only that, right? TikTok. Let's talk about TikTok, right?
Oh.
You know who controls the algorithm of TikTok?
Jewish people?
Nope. Who controls the algorithm of TikTok? Chinese people. You know what it means to control the algorithm of TikTok? It means, look, because he gonna TikTok. Yeah, matter of fact, come to the class. Yeah, you about to learn something. Come on. Come to the class. Most high Christ. Yeah, y'all came back like, what about TikTok? Listen, Chinese people control the algorithm of TikTok, meaning this. They control what we see in America. Right? When you're on TikTok, you're either going to see just dancing or you're going to see murders, bad stuff happening, or people doing stupid stuff like putting alcohol in their underwear and setting it on fire and running and jumping into a pool. Why do you think that's all you see? That's what they want you to see. Go ahead.
Or you'll see like something like about what's it like exposing like the so-called Asian Illuminati. Like this you'll see something like that. You'll see that too on TikTok.
Yeah.
Go ahead in the car.
Like the way how the algorithm works is like you can so they definitely control the algorithm. And what they try to do is like let's say like when I'm on there, I guess I get all the informational type of TikTok. I don't see everything that everybody else sees. But they try to push it in there so that you can like it. And then once you like it, and then that's when you go down that rabbit hole of, because like on Instagram, I might look at one sports, I might look at something that's sports related, and now my whole Explorer page is sports. They recommended me sports and rap music. So,
Right. Which is perfect. You ever think while you look at, like you might Google how to fix a car tire, and then you go on, or you go on to your Instagram, and it just shows you sponsorships by people fixing car tires.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just that. But so, like, you had your hand up?
No, sir, sorry.
Are you good? All right, go ahead, Nicole.
Well, the answer to that, sir, is these social media sites, they sell your information to other apps and search engines on the internet. So it happened to me a couple times. So, like you said, I look up, tools and do-it-yourselves and tutorials. So now it's 4 years over to Facebook. Now it's a way that you can say, hey, don't sell my information. And I think I hit that eventually. So that's how they do it, and they're trying to get the algorithm. So if you into dumb stuff, they gonna fulfill you with dumb stuff. And when you into the more logical stuff, they're gonna try it's that little dumb stuff in there for you. As soon as you go down that rabbit hole, now you in that. I call it a dumb algorithm. Yeah.
Right. So go ahead.
How come sometimes like when you be scrolling to that, you can just see like anything that you don't really want to see, but then it makes it interesting that you can just solve
Say it one more time.
it. That's how come like when you go on Instagram, you don't want to see that video, but then like it's like something interesting to show you, and now you want to see the rest of the video and how it plays out or something like that.
So how come?
Recommend it to you, like the interesting stuff.
Oh, because you looked it up. That's all. Because you watched it. That's plain and simple. You watch the video, so now they're going to play those type of videos to you. Why? Because that's what the Chinese people want you to see.
Yeah.
Because they think Americans are dumb.
Yeah.
That's all. Here's the facts. Right? This is the facts about it. They know the people that are watching the product and doing all that is blacks who are God's chosen people. Without them, you're not going to make any money. Why? Because they are watching and doing everything. So they got to push that to you, to present it to you that way, because they feel as though you're dumb. That's all. Go ahead.
Tell me how, now since I'm on TikTok, I be seeing a bunch of Islam stuff, and I'm not even Muslim, and I'm in the truth. That's weird. They keep popping on my time for my For You page. I'm like, I don't know what's popping on my For You page for.
Right. Is there any point in time that you looked up any Islamic stuff?
No, it's just popping randomly on my stuff.
They're trying to turn Mexican into
Yeah.
Muslim.
If you never looked it up, then that's just them trying to,
They're trying to force religion on us, man.
yeah, that's just what they do. Go ahead,
Real
Nicole.
quick. We was searching of Israel and all that. So as soon as I started searching of Israel, they started sending me, they started putting my eye all this like tourism type of promotion. They like, yeah, come to Israel. And they had like the gay colors and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, y'all got.
Yeah, that's just a promotional tactic. Like that's.
Nicole, was it the fake menorah too?
Yeah, so like, raise your hand.
Is it the fake menorah, Nicole?
Yeah, that's just promotional tactics of them doing what they believe is going to attract people to come there. That's all. So to go back to the brother's question, why can we say certain things, online that don't get us banned? Like the Quran is toilet paper, is good toilet paper. Why don't that get us banned? But if we say the real Jews are black, why do it get us banned? To go back to the brother question, let me get a precept. How many people we got online? Nice amount, or Any questions online? No questions? So let's let somebody online answer that question.
Can you rephrase the question one more time so I can repeat?
Okay, so the question is why we can say certain things online like the Quran is toilet paper and it don't get us banned. But if we say something like the real Jews is black, why do it get us banned? Go ahead. Oh no, it's a question?
Yeah.
All right, let's hold the question until we get the answer to this. Go ahead in the car.
Someone said because they want to block the truth.
Who said that? Give me your name. Who said that?
Cousin.
Who?
Chris Brown's little cousin.
Chris Brown, little cousin. What's your name? Come on. Let's wait until they type that in. Chris Brown, little cousin. What's your name?
No, that's why I just say it.
Oh, what's their name then? So
That's Rick. It's Rick. I didn't know. I was like, yo, is he really asking the question? Is he going to answer the question?
Yeah, hold on. Read the question again.
No, they said because they want to block the truth.
Oh, okay. Yes, that's exactly what it is. The whole purpose of them, not banning us for saying stuff about certain religions is, but they would ban us for saying stuff about. We got more answers. Other religions is because they don't want the truth to come out. Think about how many people got into the media and said stuff about Christianity, said stuff about Islam, and it was cool. Kanye West said slavery was a choice, and that was fire. That was fire to the whole community, everything. It was no issue, but him saying slavery was a choice didn't get him banned. But what got him banned? The 12 lost tribe, him saying the 12 lost tribes of Hebrew. That's what got him banned. Why? Even though he said the 12 lost tribes of Hebrew, people knew what he was talking about. Or them going to look up what he was talking about is more than enough. But read some of the answers. So like, is there any shades? Anything? You got any shades? Okay. Say no more. Most High Christ, the water. But let's read some of the questions.
Right.
Some of the answers.
Kind of said because the fake Jews run the world, and if that truth gets out, the fake Jews gotta explain some ish.
Now, that's a fact. Let me get Job 9-24. Go ahead. Yeah, Job 9-24. Get Job 9-24. Let me. Yep, Job 9-24. Let me make sure that's the right one I want.
Job 9-24.
And you said verse 4?
9-24. Let me make sure. Because that answer was perfect. Let me Let me see. 9:24. Hold on, Bubba Kashar, bear with me. Yep, that's exactly what I want. When you get it, read it.
It's the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Now, hold that. Nakar, look, I want you to grab me some while he holding that. Hold on. Let me look this up. Let me get this precept. So, lock here. Romans 15:4. Get me that.
Okay.
While he pulling that up, read what you just read. Mm-hmm.
The book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
The earth is giving into the hand of the wicked.
You said Revelation.
No, Romans 15:24. Salakia, Bubba Kashar, if you could. When you get it, hold it and then go check the door for me. Bubba Kashar. It just sounded like somebody opened the lock. I could be tripping. Read the scripture you got.
He converteth the faces of the judges.
There, read from the top.
There's the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand.
The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Earth is given into the hands of the wicked, right? Nakar, read what I asked you to pull, Bubba Kashal.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 15, verse 24. Whensoever I take my journey into Spain, I will.
Hold on. Salakia. Might be my error. (15:4).
24.
Salakia. That's my fault. Read verse 4.
No problem, sir. It's the book of Romans, chapter 15, verse 4. Whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
Whatever that was written aforetime was written for our learning. What does that mean? Somebody explain that. Whatsoever that was written aforetime was written for our learning. Go ahead.
It meant that it was meant for us to learn and not for the so-called wicked men to learn.
That's the end part. The beginning part, what does it mean when it said whatsoever was written before time? What does it mean when it say before time?
Oh, before us? I mean,
Yeah, meaning what? Like, get specific, meaning what? You right, but make it like a little bit more clear.
around when, how many hours I was around, basically, right?
Yes. So let's say for the person that was writing that at that time, what did they mean? Use that same analogy for the people, for the person who wrote it 2,000 years ago. What would that mean?
That would mean this one took my time. I can't get out.
Say exactly what you said.
I mean, it was around for that time when Yahweh was around with us in the house of Israel.
Right. But let's say Paul wrote this. So who was it meant for?
Us real Jews.
And also for us, the real Jews. So when Paul read it, when he said, who was he talking about? What was he talking about that was written before time for our learning? Go ahead.
The Bible?
Meaning what?
Meaning that it was
What?
meant.
What part of the Bible? I'm gonna help you. What part of the Bible? I see the reason why I'm helping them because I know Nakar know. I know you know the people who been here know. So right now I'm this is like a teaching tool. So who would know? Go ahead.
It would have to be us that knows, but also, I don't know.
What book was he talking about?
Oh, the Apocrypha,
Not the Apocrypha. You close.
Holy Bible,
Which would be what?
1611 KPG.
So if Paul, which is in the New Testament, is saying what was written aforetime, what is he reading from?
The Old Testament.
Yes, give him a hand. Let's go. Most High in Christ. Paul was reading from the Old Testament, which means what? What Paul was reading from the Old Testament was written for his learning.
Yes.
So mean what we're reading from the New Testament was written down for our learning.
Right.
So Nakar, Bubba Kashaw, if you could read that scripture one more time.
Come. All right, we're in the book of Romans, chapter 15, and verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
Meaning this, what Moses wrote in the law and what Joshua went through, what Nehemiah went through, what Obadiah went through, what Adam and Eve went through, that was put there for us to learn from. Read on.
That we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
The reason why is because we can read something that happened that we went through. So let's say we're going through a certain situation, right? And we can read in the Bible that this happened, and we read the outcome. And the outcome was glorious. How would that make us feel? Go ahead.
Good.
Make us feel excellent.
Right.
And so, like, but Salak, you had your hand up?
No.
All right, so the scripture you was holding, read that in Job.
It's the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Why did I go to Romans before I went to Job, right? I want y'all to understand something. Everything that's written in this Bible was written for our learning. Old Testament, New Testament was here thousands of years before now, right? So if the Bible say the earth was given into the hands of the wicked, right? Here's one thing we need to understand. And it seemed like Israel understand this. But for some reason, right? You know what I never understood in the car? Is that people know the earth is ran by wicked people. Like society know, let me be more specific. Blacks and Hispanics know the earth is ran by evil people and wicked people, right? In the car, you've been here a while, right? So people would know the earth is ran by wicked people.
Right.
When you ask them who them wicked people is, what do they say?
The Illuminati, the elites.
They say everybody but who?
The white man.
Which white man?
The white man. The so-called oppressor, Salakia. You know what I mean? Don't want to get us banned. People would read books on who runs the earth. It's 666 people that run the earth that are wicked. When you ask them who them wicked people are, they say everything under the sun but who it actually is. Finish on what you were saying. In the car, Bubba Kashaw, could you hold Isaiah the 14th chapter for me? Yeah, finish on what you was reading. It might be 14. Salakia, it might be 14 to 15 where it says, is this the man that trembled, Lucifer? But go ahead, read on.
There's the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. He covered the faces of the judges.
He covered the faces of the judges thereof. That's self-explanatory. We all know what that means. He covered the faces of the judges thereof, meaning what? The Renaissance period. I mean, we all familiar with that. It was a point in time where they took all the, like, you went to class, so I can say this. And if anybody online want to know what I'm talking about, just type it in. And Bubba Kashaw, if we could, I'm going to just have Nakar. Matter of fact, Nakar, look in the back and see if we got the Russian icons book back there. Because if it is, right, if you're online and you're watching and you want to see what I'm talking about, just say it, and then I'm going to show it in the Russian icons book. But for the, brothers that's in the class, I'm going to say it because they can see the pictures that's hanging up, right? Look around on the wall, right? Just look at them. They come from the Russian icons, right? Those paintings. These is what the pictures look like originally of the prophets and everything. They were black. Right. Until the 1400s. I don't want to say 14 something and be wrong. I'm going to say the 1400s, right? The 1400s is when they start whitewashing the pictures of the people in the Bible, right? Before then, these are the pictures that existed. Look, Solomon, King David, all that. Yahweh Shah, the description, everything.
Even this one, too.
Look, even that one. Look at that. You can go look up there. That's a picture of something that happened with Yahweh Shah. Yeah, just look. Right? If we ain't got it in the card, the Russian icons or any book back there that show the pictures that we got hanging on the wall where we got them from, just if we ain't got it back there, that's the why. I believe somebody might have took them if we don't got it. But go ahead. We ain't got the Russian icon or none of that. Hold it. Yeah, that's also an excellent one. If you know what page we need, go to that Bubba Kashaw. But go ahead.
How come that they knew that they were black? How come they try to whitewash and say that, oh, Yahweh ain't outside with white people now?
Ooh, we about to get into why. Most High in Christ.
Well, I mean, they cover the faces of these judges.
Look, let me say. Look at this if y'all can see. Cover the faces of the judges thereof, right? These are the people that ruled Europe, England around that time. Right?
Black ages, dark ages, right?
Look at that. Dark ages is what they call them. That it speaks about in Revelation. Look at this. Come on. Look what they got on their listen, Select. Let me take my glasses off for this one. Look what they got on their head. Bubba Kashaw in the car, if you could hold that up to the camera. And then show what you got on your head. Bubba Kashaw. Look what they got on their head. Pass it around the class if they want to see. They got this on their head. Why? Everything we do in the UPK is for a reason. That's a crown. You see? They got the black tied around their head. This is when they ruled the dark ages, the 1,000 years that the black people ruled England. Look at that. Come on. All these pictures come out look, yep. You see that?
even if what's that called? The dinner, yeah. I forget what it's called.
You see it? You got another page for me to card? Just look. They cover the faces of the judges thereof. Why?
Because they don't want us to know that they were black. That's why.
And if we know that they were black, what would it do to the black Hispanics and Native American Indians?
That we would know who we really came from, and that's our real culture and heritage.
And us knowing where we came from, and that's our real culture and heritage, what would that do for us?
It would make the oppressor serve us, but then his world falls to an end.
No, what would that do for us before the oppressor gets to serving us? What would that do for us as a people?
Oh, it'll make us want to know more about ourselves.
Right. So the abortion rate right now is what? 425,000 a year. If we knew who we was, how many abortions do you think we would have a year?
Like less than 100?
Probably zero.
Right.
Less than 100. Yes. Zero.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that? The same reason Moses' mother didn't abort him.
Mm-hmm.
This look at the baby. This is no, I can't do that. Listen, we would have less than zero abortions if we knew who we was. You want to know why? Because I understand that when I die, I'm coming back through this child.
Here we go in Germany.
Oh, most high in Christ. Show that. Look at that.
Yeah, us being in the coast of arms.
Look at that. Look at that. And pass that around the class too, Bubba Kashar. That is perfect, Nakar Thawada. Look at that. Y'all have a seat, please. Thawada.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Now, for us to know that, what in the hell am I getting an abortion for when this child is going to bring me back? This is a king that's going to rule. This is a sister that's married into a royal family or that's come from a royal family. Get rid of that for what? So I can be born to a goddamn crackhead family? Possibly? No. Abortion for what? The water. Abortion for what? When coming back is more, you know what I believe? That when I come back, my life is going to be better. I don't give a damn how I'm living now. What I went through when I was younger, before I came into the truth, it don't matter. I'm happy enough that I'm setting up to be comfortable enough when I take my last breath. Guess what? guess what happened when I come back? Listen, y'all better hope I don't come back in that kingdom. Most High in Christ, what's up? Get on the chariots, whatever. I know when I come back, I'm setting it up. I am fighting tooth and nail. Life is about warfare. That's what we build in the UPK. Life is about warfare. You got to fight every day, regardless of what the task is. So when I come back, if Christ is not back, I plan on being born back into the UPK. What do you expect? Shalom, Most High Christ, Most High Christ. Let's give him a hand. What do you expect? I expect to be born back in the UPK. Why? Because the Most High got me done what needs to be done. Go ahead, brother.
So you can do the work of the Lord.
Mm-hmm. So I could do the work of the Lord. The work of the Lord that I'm putting in. Of course, when we come back, we don't know who we are. But at least when I come back, I'm going to know. Whoever my forefather was, Most High in Christ, he set this up for me. Cool. Read on. Which was over? Yeah.
He covered the faces of judges. Therefore, if not, where and who is he?
If the person that covered the faces of the judges is not the wicked, then where he at and who is he in? And who is he?
The oppressor.
Right. The oppressor covered the faces of the judges thereof. So if you're telling me the oppressor is not the wicked, even though he covered the faces of the judges thereof, you know what that means? You got to show me If it ain't the oppressor, then who it is?
Right.
You can't look at no other race to prove, the damage that the oppressor done that was equally. If you feel like Deuteronomy 28 and 68, don't apply to the oppressor, show me who it applied to then.
God.
Show me what nation put another nation on boats and yokes of iron around their neck. If you can show me that nation who actually did it, then maybe me saying the oppressor is not the devil. Maybe that nation that you're telling me is the devil, and I was wrong. But if you can't show me what nation sent another nation, or what oppressor sent a nation into Egypt with ships, if you can't show me another nation outside of the oppressor, then maybe you're wrong. How about that? Could we just agree that you're wrong?
Right.
I say it's the oppressor that the Bible speaks of. You say it's the Galapian that's in the forest of Jamaica. Let's say you say that. Show me the Galapians in the forest of Jamaica took the children of Israel into slavery with ships. If you can't, I can show you the oppressor who took the children of Israel into slavery with ships. Guess who's right? I am. Point blank, period. Go ahead.
That's why.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is that why some of the when you guys wanted to teach on the Sabbath, some of the Africans get some book?
Because they know.
Yeah.
Some of them was born over there and they been over to America for less than 5 years. But they grew up in that society and they know how they treat so-called Africans that's from America. Over there, they are taught so-called Africans that come from America are not Africans. They are a separate race. You know who don't realize they are a separate race?
Themselves.
Who is themselves?
Africans.
No, Africans know they're a separate race from, blacks in America. Who don't realize that they're a separate race?
The oppressor.
No, oppressor know that the blacks in America is a separate race. Africans know, oppressors know. Who don't know they're a separate race from Africans? And if anybody online got the answer, they can answer it too. But I mean, if you want to give it a shot, let's give it a shot. Go ahead. It's simple. Don't think it's a intricate answer. Don't think you got to get surgical with the answer. The simplest thing you could think of, that's the answer. Meaning this: the oppressor know these people are not African. The Africans know these people are not Africans. But these people don't know that they're not Africans. I gave you the answer. So who the only people that don't think they're Africans? Say exactly what you was about to say.
Is it other Africans?
No, other Africans know that they're Africans because they're Africans. It was something you was about to say before that. So Africans know, oppressors know. But who don't know? Is there any answers online?
I give up. I don't know.
You give up?
Yeah.
All right, that's most time. I mean, that's totally
So
too
called
loud.
blacks in America.
The black people in America don't know. Like, what tribe you from? Isupk. Would you believe that there are some Issacharites who believe they come from Africa?
Yeah.
Do they?
Well, if I could, what happens is you bring that up, and let me add to that, is that they have a documentary where it is origins of Africans, and that's why you have some Afro-Latinos that are Mexican and African in Mexico these days.
But hold on. The question is, do the Issacharites come from Africa?
Oh, no.
Why do Issacharites think they come from Africa?
Because that's when the Africans that migrated over there many years ago.
Right. So there are some Issacharites who would believe they come from Africa when they don't.
You know,
Why do Issacharites believe they come from Africa?
because I think some of the roots date back to Africa.
Why is that?
Because of some of the tribes that they have.
What you was gonna say?
The white man.
Meaning what?
The white man told them that, yeah, y'all all come from Africa.
And because they can trace some roots back to Africa, it helps them think they come from Africa. When in all reality, just like from Babylon to Timbuktu, you fleed into Africa. You're not from there. You fleed there.
Right.
That's all.
Right.
You fleed Roman persecution, so you ran into Africa. In the Apocrypha, it tells you the 10.5 tribes flee to a land called Asaroth. This land called Asaroth was a land that no man dwelled. They flee there. Why? To keep the laws of the Most High. Are they Asarothians? However the hell you would pronounce that? Are they Asarothites? No. They're Issacharites who flee to a land that no man dwelled at. Why? To keep the laws and statutes and commandments of the Most High. So where you were born don't make your nationality. That's a fact. So yes, there are some Issacharites that was in Africa or in that region.
Right.
You're a goddamn Issacharite. You're a goddamn Benjamite. You're a goddamn Ephraimite. You're a goddamn Levite. Because of your bloodline, not where the hell you will, where you lived at. Yo, 21 Savage was born in the UK. And if you ask him where he was from, he would say Atlanta, Georgia.
Right.
He was born in the UK, but where he grew up at, Atlanta, Georgia, in a goddamn project. His family was military based. So he is from Atlanta, what he would tell you. Why he wouldn't claim UK? Because he was born there. He wasn't raised there. Same thing. Why is Issacharites shouldn't claim, being Americans or African? Because you were born there. It's not where you're from. Your bloodline say different. Go ahead.
But it's mostly because from the men, the seed of the men that tells what tribe you're from.
Yep. And let's read on.
Let me read verse 25.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, guys.
There's the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 25. Now my days are swithered than a post. They flee away, they see no good.
I think that's pretty much it on that. Nakar, what you was holding for me? Is there any questions online? Let's see if there's any questions online. Or any in the room? You had your hand up? Yeah, go ahead.
So how come the so-called dumb behind Muslims think they're so better than us when they're not?
Okay. Nakar, is there any questions online? No questions? So why do the Muslims think they're better than us when they're not? Who want to answer that? Go ahead.
Arabs. Is he speaking on Arabs?
Yeah, what Muslim? Arabs are just Muslims in general.
Arabs and brothers that are Muslims, basically.
Okay. So both, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, in Islam, it's like really brainwashing. You getting all this nonsense about this pedophile being this last messenger and all that. And, you don't follow Allah, you'll be in the hellfire. So, when they take on that religion, they look at us like everything that we do is haram. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they look at us like, oh yeah, we better than all y'all, boom, boom, boom. But all the time they just taking our culture Ambassadors that made it out of religion. It's good for Arab, not for us.
Mm-hmm. They think they better than us because they look at the state of black people that's not Muslim, and then they measure what's better after that.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
But don't most because this, you know, what's crazy is this, that I can't believe that it's like they accept the black brothers and sisters that are Muslim, but then they also, but that most Arabs are not like the black brothers and sisters that join Islam. Like that's true.
Right.
Which
So
is
like,
crazy.
Nakar, Bubba Show, you can give me some more juice. Just back there. Go ahead.
That way, like, okay.
Oh, one more time. Repeat your question, Salakia.
So why do most brothers and sisters join it knowing that most Arab Muslims are not like them when they join Islam? Like, what's up with that?
Why does black people join the Arabs knowing that most Arab people are not like them?
Like, they don't like them at all. Like,
Oh, that they don't like them?
like, they don't like joining their religion because it's not for them. That's what I'm saying.
Right. So why does most black people join the Arab religion knowing that the Arabs don't like them?
Right.
Okay. Ooh. You got an answer? I was just about to go to the class. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know, like, I was Muslim once, so because for a short period of time, of course. But like a lot of us, because everything was taken away from us, we look at Christianity at one point in time. Like black people get to a point where it's like, all right, we question things, and then we look at Christianity, we like, ain't no truth in that. So when we look at Islam, and in some like in the way they practice it a little bit more better than what a Christian would. Like if, and this is why I say that, like, not saying that they discipline at all, but you'll see them, the image of them praying 5 times a day. You know, them doing I think it's called hoodoo, when they like clean themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like they go to the masjid and like they don't eat pork. So it's like, and the woman supposed to cover up, you know, they don't really do that. So when we see something like that, we're like, oh no, this is gonna keep me closer to God. So we go into Islam, we straight bypass that the Arabs is looking at us saying, I want to take my shahada, and you know, looking at us like, oh, here goes another jailbird, as Negro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Or she taking her shahada because she with this black guy right here. She with this nigga. But, you know, a lot of us, we just be trying to find our way. We're definitely bypassing whole hate from Arabs.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if anybody online answered that. Let's see what they got to say. Somebody online? Let's see. I mean, type it in. Let's see.
Yo, talk about taking your shahada in the world.
Me? You know what? Here's where I'm laughing, right? Because here's what make all this a joke. You know how many Muslims that's Muslim that didn't take their shahada?
Yeah.
That's some fake Muslims. Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Like you got something that's no different than some people being Crip or Blood and didn't get jumped in.
Right.
They were sworn in. They were blessed in, or what they would call it. Meaning you ain't gotta get your ass whipped. You my man, so you know what I mean, by default.
Right.
There are so many Muslims who are Muslim who didn't take the shahada. Damn near 90% of the females are Muslim. Wow, because they husband. That's all. They never took a shahada. She woke up one day, he bought her a head scarf and a garb, and she wore it, and that's it. Because it ain't serious. Because once she break up with him, she's gonna have a cross on. Go ahead.
What does that even mean when they do? What's that called?
Shahada, Salakia.
What does that even mean?
Yeah, it's like taking an oath
Mm.
for them to become Muslim.
Okay.
Whatever the hell they do is initiating them into being a Muslim,
Okay.
right? So
I don't even, it's crazy. I don't even, I probably was high when I did it. But
I never did.
I don't even know what I did to take my shot. I think they made me pray, recite a prayer. I don't even remember. That's how it wasn't amazing. You know what I'm saying? I remember when
What do you got to do to become a Christian?
Be with it.
Let's say you walk into a Christian church and you say, I want to convert to Christianity. What do you got to do? Car?
Except that you are covered in the blood of Jesus.
How?
Going to church.
What you was gonna say?
Being wicked and being a homosexual and smoking weed.
But that's true. But let's say if you want to be a Christian now and get closer to Jesus, how do you do that?
Yeah, you just I'm a Christian now.
How do you get initiated?
White Jesus,
Yeah, what in the car said that I don't really know.
Yeah. It was no wrong answer. That's why I was just asking y'all. But also to even show y'all the difference, right? What about being baptized?
Yeah, someone said that.
Being baptized? But that's only if you're a Baptist. What if you are a Episcopalian? However you name that, I don't know. What if you're Catholic? What if you're Jewish?
What's that name? Say the bar mitzvah thing.
Not even that. If you're Jewish, what has to happen to your son at 8 days old?
Oh, circumcision.
How?
They get that specialized doctor to do that for the kid to serve the.
How do he do it though?
He damn, I forgot how.
Ooh.
No, I think I don't have.
How? Let me see.
He nips off the extra skin off.
Using what?
Is it some like pliers or something?
Nope. Nope.
Pliers.
Pliers.
That was mercy.
Woo. You talking about a regular doctor?
I don't know what it's called. That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
They damn sure don't use no tool. Go ahead. What they use in the car?
That's why when young boys got herpes, they use their mouth.
Yeah. They bite the foreskin off of a baby penis with their teeth.
What the heck?
That's why they grow up with herpes and all type of disease. Why? Because the rabbi gave it to them.
Oh, so the rabbi.
The rabbi has to bite the foreskin off your baby's penis.
But that's gay.
The water.
That's gay.
I don't give a damn what procedure it takes. It's so much technology now. What in the hell you need to use your goddamn mouth for? Maybe this is a pervert. That's all. Only a pervert would take this job.
Oh.
How do I know? Because, let's say if there was any other procedure that needs to be done, right? With a modern day doctor or anything, they're going to use modern day tools because they love their job. This is what they do.
Right.
But a pervert is going to say, this is how they used to do it back 3,000 years ago. And put his, and you want to know the killer? Here's the killer. Right? Here's the killer. This is how you know they perverts, right? This is how you know the oppressor pervert, right? The so-called Jewish people circumcise their children with the rabbi teeth. Why? Because they think that's how they used to do it back in the biblical days. How they used to do it back in the biblical days. The car?
Listen, Abraham was called a bloody man. He used them tools. You know what I'm saying? Get you a nice little sharp
Yeah.
object.
Yeah.
Shalom.
How do you think they used to gut and, skin sheeps and everything to get their food? How do you think they used to cut through sheep and cow flesh? With their teeth?
No. I mean, no.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, because they would use their tools, right?
Yeah. How do you think they used to cut through any type of flesh or anything with their teeth? No. There were certain objects that was made to cut through things. So you mean to tell me during the time of Abraham, Moses, they were so smart, but they didn't know about creating a sharp object out of like a rock or something to cut through things. Because they wasn't that knowledgeable, they had to use their teeth. So guess what? If Abraham had to use a goddamn sharp object that he created to cut through food and, kill dinner or whatever, why when it comes to flesh, circumcision, you had to use your goddamn teeth? Abraham never used his teeth. He just didn't. Abraham never used his mouth. You know what that is? That's like the so-called Jews feeling like, hey, this technology didn't exist back then. So the only logical thing is they had to use their mouth. When in all reality, you're a goddamn pervert. And you just want to use your mouth. Go ahead.
And that's what's crazy because what you bring it up is so true, and that's why I don't get why they celebrate it so much. If that's like the oppressive way of being a devil to the child, but like cutting off the forcing with their mouth and also celebrating it afterward after the baby has got it cut off.
Because he's yeah. He's celebrating because he got what he wanted. Go ahead.
Because I don't get how that's what they say is so called like to be with one with God and their religion to, I guess, in the synagogue of Satan, as they call it.
Because in all reality, what they believe is that they are the chosen people of God.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't think what they're doing is wrong. And hold on, let me get this precept. But go ahead, what you was gonna say about this
I'm
precept?
asking that because it's crazy because that's true and all. But I'm saying they do that because they know it's, but they like some of them know it's wrong, but they don't care. But then also the real Jews never did that at all because real Jews are not have circumcision.
No, real Jews did have the circumcision, but they got it done
A certain way.
the actual way that it's supposed to be done.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. Is there any questions on Lon the car?
No, I just seen something real disturbing.
Real?
Young May look pregnant in this picture. That's another story.
Nah, she can't be, man. I mean, I ain't disturbing, man. That's all of them double back. Hold on. Get me Leviticus 17 and 14. Bubba Kashaw. Go ahead. What you was gonna say in the car?
Come on, sir. Chapter 17, what verse?
14.
Oh, 14.
Yep. What you was gonna say in the car?
And what verse, sir?
Chapter 17, verse 14.
14%.
Mm-hmm. 17 and 14. Yep. Go ahead. What you was gonna say in the car?
No, that's the
It's good. All right, bet. Yep. Chapter 17, verse 14, Leviticus. Go ahead. You got it?
Yeah. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 17, verse 14. For it is the life of all flesh. The blood of it is for the life. Therefore I say unto the children of Israel, ye shall eat the blood of no manner of flesh, for the life of flesh is not the blood. Therefore, whoever eateth it shall be cut off.
Take it from the top.
This is the book of Leviticus chapter 20. Not 20. This is the book of Leviticus chapter 17, verse 14. For it is the life of all flesh. The blood of it is for the life, therefore.
Salak, if I could read one, let me see. Read verse 13.
Verse 13. Oh, this is the book of Leviticus chapter 17, verse 13. And whatsoever man there be of the children of Israel, or the strangers that sojourn among you, which haveth and catcheth any beast or foe that may be eaten, he shall even pour out the blood, therefore, and cover it with dust.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, read on.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 17, verse 14. For it is the life of all flesh. The blood of it is for the life. Therefore I said unto the children of Israel, ye shall eat the blood of manner of flesh, for the life of all flesh is the blood. Therefore, whosoever eateth shall be cut off.
Yeah, the life is in the blood. That's why it's against the law to drink blood or eat anything with blood in it, because that's where the life is. Read on.
This book of Leviticus, chapter 17, verse 15. And every soul that eateth that which died of itself, or that which was torn with beast, whether it be one of your own country or a stranger, he shall both wash his clothes and bathe himself in water, and be unclean until the evening. Then he shall be clean.
Right. So, what is this basically saying? Go ahead.
You are unclean and unholy if you do that.
If you do what?
If you eat anything that's unclean and unholy. Right? Or am I missing something?
Yeah. What is the unholy thing in this situation, dog?
Like not eating lawful food that you know you're not supposed to be eating, that's unlawful.
What's the law? What's the unlawful thing in this context?
Pork.
Nope.
Oh, I mean, humans.
Nope.
Blood.
It's the blood. Most on Christ. Yep. The unlawful thing is the blood. Right? So you're not supposed to eat or eat anything with blood or drink blood. So meaning what? What do you think is going to happen when them rabbis rip the foreskin from a baby penis?
They gonna go to hell?
Nope. They're gonna bleed.
Oh yeah, they're gonna bleed, yeah.
That's how you know. I mean, that's against the goddamn scriptures.
So like I'm just having trouble trying to remember certain things.
No, it's good. I mean, that's why you here.
Right. So I can learn.
Yeah. Nakar, is there any questions online? What you gonna say, bro?
Sir, do you want me to finish and read chapter verse 16?
Yep.
Okay, come. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 17, verse 16. But if he wash them not nor bathe his flesh, then he shall bear his antiquity.
Read it again. Did you have a particular question about that? Okay. All right. Read it again.
But this is the book of Leviticus, chapter 17, verse 16. But if he wash them not nor bathe his flesh, then he shall bear his iniquity.
What is that saying? Go ahead.
It's saying that it's wrong to basically do that and to have blood of a human. Because it's wrong to have blood, like in your system or something like that. Is that the right answer?
Say it again. Salakia.
I said, it's like it's wrong to have the blood because it's unlawful to have that type of blood of like anything that's living of any type of blood is wrong to have because it's unlawful.
Yep.
So one more sound correct.
Yep. Read on. Salakia.
That's it. This is the church. This is verse.
That's it. All right. Cool.
Want me reading a precept?
Yep. I got you right now. Hold on.
Comment, sir.
I ain't in the bar. No questions on, right, in the car? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, I got a few good ones. Hold on. And no questions in the room, right? Okay. Hold on. Salakia, bear with me. Give me Proverbs 29 and 12. Let me start there.
So like, you want me to read Proverbs and what?
Yep, 29 and 12.
Proverbs, you said 9 and 12.
29 and 12.
All right. Come on, sir. 21 and 12. Where do you are, sir?
Yeah, go ahead. You can read it when you get it.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 12. The righteous man wisely considered the house of the wicked, but God the wicked of their wickedness. So I want to read on.
Yeah, read it again, Salakia.
There's the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 12. The righteous man wisely considereth the house of the wicked, but God overworketh the wicked of their wickedness.
Read the verse above it, Salakia.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 11. When the sojourner is punished, the simple is made wise. And when the wise is instructed, he receiveth knowledge.
When the wise instructive, he receiveth knowledge. Read on.
Verse 13 and 12.
The next verse.
14.
Yep.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 14. A gift is a gift and secret, but I'm sorry, I'm not sure what these words, man. So give me 1 second, bear with me, Israel.
Nah, you good. Do you?
A gift and a secret
Hold on, Salakia. What verse you on?
14 is at your secret. I'm having trouble reading it. I'm sorry. It's a lot.
Ah, you good. You good.
All right.
Go ahead, read on.
And this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 14. A gift and pacific anger and reward in the bosom strong wardeth.
Most High Christ. Okay, for real, that's pretty much the end. Okay, give me 1 Corinthians 15 and 33.
1 Corinthians 15, 33.
Mm-hmm. Let me know when you got that.
What chapter again? I'm sorry. What was it again? What chapter was it again, sir?
15. Yeah, verse 33. Yep. Yep, appreciate it.
What does it mean what?
It's the first book of Corinthians, chapter 15, verse 33. Be not divided. Evil communications corrupt good manners.
Yep. Read that again.
It's the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 15, verse 33. Be not divided. Evil communications corrupt good manners.
Meaning what? Somebody tell me what that means.
That if we don't keep these laws, commandments, statutes, that we can fall under not having the manners of the laws and commandments.
Okay, what does it mean when it say evil communications corrupt good manners?
When we get brainwashed by the oppressor to believe in the wrong things.
Mm-hmm. So like, you might be good. You might be thinking a good way, right? But if someone comes along with evil okay, what is evil communication?
The media telling us to believe anything these days.
Or what else?
Say that again. What's the question again? Somebody.
What is evil communication? Go ahead.
Is it propaganda like of what's going on today for like more of what they want us to believe in and whatnot?
That's one. And what else?
And then saying that that Jesus is white or something like that.
That's another thing. Give me some more examples.
And then saying,
Yeah. Hold on. Nakar, you was gonna raise your hand or you?
Yeah, lying, teaching your brother an evil thing, sister an evil thing. It's like your communication is really like hateful.
Yeah. Like what you communicate to another brother or sister could corrupt a good thing. Yeah, and you got to be careful with that because everybody that communicate, so like raise your hand. Everybody that communicate with you, their communication ain't always good. You got to be careful with that. Who is that talk about? Go ahead.
Like when you tell brothers the truth, they don't want to hear it, they know it's the truth.
Nah, because you communicating something good.
Okay,
Who communicate to you stuff that's not good, that could corrupt? Who communicates something to you that's evil that can corrupt a good mind?
Like the oppressor saying that it's okay to smoke weed and be a homosexual.
Yep.
And God will still love you, I guess.
Yep. And what else? Yep. That's one. And what else?
And then saying it's okay to be a criminal and still sell drugs and able to kill each other.
But who tell you that?
The oppressor. Yeah, so like the oppressor.
The oppressor. And who else?
The Jewish white man. No.
Nope. Who else?
Your fellow brothers and sisters that's telling you that it's okay to do that.
The car? Your pastor.
Oh, yeah, right.
Where you hear from first?
Your pastor from the then Christian church.
Yeah, you don't hear from anywhere but that first. That's what catch your attention. Hold on. Let me get a precept on that.
What's the precept, sir? It's like precept.
I'm about to get it now.
Want me to read it? So like, so you want me to read the precept?
Yeah. Hold on. I'm about to get it now.
Oh, sir.
Hold on. Isaiah 56 and 10.
Isaiah 56, verse 10.
Yep.
Oh,
It's lucky, sir. I got it.
Go ahead, read it.
This book of Isaiah, chapter 56, verse 10. His watchmen are blind. They are ignorant. They are all dumb dogs. They cannot bark, sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber.
Look, that's going to be the people that give you evil communication. Watchmen, people that are dumb dogs. They love to slumber. You know, a dumb dog is a dog that don't alert you when trouble is happening. You know, they love to slumber. They see trouble and they just go back to sleep. Why? Because they love to sleep. That's a dumb dog. That's your pastors. Read on.
Verse 11.
Yep.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 56, verse 11. Yet, they are greedy dogs, which can never have enough, and they are shepherds that cannot understand. They all look at their own way, everyone for his gain from his quarter.
In the car.
Time check 8:34.
Most High Christ, the water.
No, if I could.
Go ahead.
Like, this scripture is so heavy because I was just like, I talk to a lot of people in the world, and like I like really talking to people that's like from Philly. The spirit in Philly is like it ain't really the conscious type of city. It's just like it's where it is at. But someone it was like Christ having a girlfriend, and like I was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like Christ didn't have. No, it was Christ gets some action. I'm saying it in the best way possible, right? And I was like, some cat was on there, and he was like, yeah, Christ. I can't believe Christ wasn't on this earth all this time and he didn't get buns and all like that. I was like, well.
So he died at what? So like, if phone's on mute, he died at what? 33. So he's saying that Christ being on the earth as long as he was, he can't believe he didn't get any action.
Yeah, now the conclusion I was trying to get to now, of course, I told him, like, I went on there, I was like, well, the Bible, we would have knew it because sex is marriage. He said Mary Magdalene. Who teaches that Mary Magdalene, was Christ's wife? You know what I mean? The white man. I believe that's like the Catholics believe, right? Like some Catholics, they believe Mary Magdalene wound up becoming his wife or something like that. Same people that believe Lilith. Lilith was married to Adam at one point in time. You know what I mean? And I had to tell him, like, bro, as he tried to tell me I need to do research. I'm like, well, you do know sex is marriage in Israel. We all would have knew who Christ's wife was. He would have let it be known, you know what I mean? I'm like, no man was...
Okay, now question. Why do they think Christ slept with Mary Magdalene?
Well, one, like the brother said, I can't see Christ not getting no action. You know what I'm saying? On this time on earth. And it was never taught the Bible by the pastor. Because they would.
But why do they think out of all the buns he could have got, why he choose Mary Magdalene?
Because they try to say that the relationship, she was a follower of him.
Okay, that's one, but what's the real reason why they think? Like, I hear the same argument when it comes to King Solomon and Sheba.
Yeah.
So meaning King Solomon had to sleep with Queen Sheba because of who King Solomon was. Christ had to sleep with Mary Magdalene because she was a whore. And they would have slept with her. So that's why they think he would have done it. They can't bring it in their mind. How can Christ not sleep with her? Why? Because they would have slept with her. Because she was a whore and they sleep with whores. So they can't figure out how Christ didn't sleep with Mary Magdalene when she was clearly a hoe. I couldn't be around a hoe that much and she washing my feet and doing all that and I want buns.
Right.
That's why you're not Christ. Go ahead.
So then how come, so keep the order, how come a lot of brothers and sisters from Isupk and Isupk and everywhere, and all the other Hispanic tribes worship the Virgin Mary more than they do Jesus Christ in their Christian church?
Catholics, because of where they live at, the Catholics dominate the area. Say it again. Oh, yeah. That Mary is not Christ's mother. But the reason that the Hispanic people worship Mary, Christ's mother, is because of being Catholic. But Christ's mother is not Mary Magdalene, who he saved from getting stoned. That's, two different people. Like us being black and Hispanics, we all know how we work. It'd be 10 of us in the same family with the same name. This is how we work. So Mary is a common name in the Bible. Jesus wasn't the first Jesus with that name. You got Joshua. If you translate Joshua in the Greek, it's Jesus. Who else? Joseph. Like, it's a common name. When you read the lineages of the people in the Bible, it's a common name, because that's what black people do. Like me personally, my slave name on my father's side, we all have the same name. From my father, grandfather, uncles, everything. We all have the same slave name. It's about 20 of us. We have the same slave name. That's what just Israel do. Go ahead.
Crazy about that. I have my slave name is Alexander, but the crazy thing is in my family is with my mom.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my sister all have Perez in our name.
Mm-hmm.
So that's crazy, because I think it comes from my mom.
That's what we do. The scripture you was holding, read on.
Verse 10. Verse 12, right?
Mm-hmm.
Come. Look at Isaiah 56, verse 12.
In the car, you was holding something for me too, right?
Come ye, say thee, I will fetch wine. And
Hold on, Salagia, pause that. I think you was holding up Isaiah 14. The Lucifer one. Let's drop that. Let's go to this one. I think that's going into something else. Let's go into that one.
So it's the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, it is the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake the kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness, and destroyed the cities thereof, and opened not the house of his prisoners. All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, every one of his houses. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch.
Hold on. Read the beginning where it says, they that see thee. Salaga.
All right. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble? That did shake.
What do that mean? Hold on. Read the verse. Okay, find in the verse where it talks about Lucifer. And let's read that first.
This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou?
How do you fall from heaven? Son of the morning, Lucifer. What does it mean when they call him the son of the morning? What does that mean? Go ahead.
The son of, he said son of morning.
Son of the morning. What do that term mean?
So the sun?
Nope.
Is it does it mean like hell or something? I don't know.
Nope. What does that mean? Lucifer, O son of the morning.
Anybody online? You have an answer? Type it in the comment section. People scared. Not.
How many people?
Nobody answer. You got people online though. And nobody gonna give a shot at it. Type it in the comment section. Can you repeat it, sir?
What does it mean when it says, O Lucifer, son of the morning? Go ahead.
So Lucifer, the son of the morning, is meaning who everybody look up to, a great power. You know, who face shines on the earth like today, like the white man. Everybody want to be like the white man. Everybody acknowledge that the white man is in power. Look at the Jews, the Jewish people.
And son of the morning. What is the first thing you see in the morning?
The sun. The sun.
The sun. He's the son of the morning because he's the first thing you see. When you turn on the TV, when you turn on the radio. Go ahead.
They're talking about the oppressor in the morning, like you see him on TV and stuff.
TV, radio, everything. You might not physically see him on the radio, but what do you see?
No, it's oppressor.
Yep, raise your hand. What do you see is his agenda. What is his agenda? Whatever the hell goes against the Most High, that's what he's pushing. First thing you see in the morning. Read on.
Come. If I could, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, like it's down there like if you talk about power, you know, like a world power, we always gonna look at a white nation. We don't look at a white country. We always gonna look at the white man. We ain't gonna look at it's not like 2,000 years ago or 3,000 years ago when we would be like, we think about power, we'd be like, Sarahs, you know what I'm saying? And they got power. The Babylonians, the Medes, and the Persians, that's power. But now it's like we look at who's that sun in the morning right now. It's definitely the white man. It's a lot. All right. O Lucifer, son of the morning, how art thou cut down to the ground?
They're gonna look at him and be like, how in the hell you cut down to the ground? Meaning you was at a high state, at a high place. You was way up there. How in the hell you down here now? Read on.
Come. Which didst weaken the nations.
You are the person who weakened the nations. You are the one who got the nations thinking that Christ wasn't black. You are the one that got the nations thinking that the 12 tribes of Israel wasn't black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians. How you go from up there to down here now? Read on.
Verse 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God.
You said in your heart, you're going to ascend into heaven. You're going to exalt your throne above the stars of God. Not only you going to ascend into heaven, which is up there with where the stars and everything that we see, you're going to go past that. You're going to go to the moon. You're going to exalt your throne. You're going to go to the moon and put a stamp that you were there. You were the first. You're going to do things to solidify that you are not doing this because you're not God, and I am. That's what you're going to do. Read on.
Come. All right. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north.
He's going to exalt his throne above the stars of God. Sit on the congregation. Come on, man. This is self-explanatory. Read on.
Come. Verse 14, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
He's saying to himself, yo, I'm gonna ascend above the heights of the cloud. I'm going to go past the clouds, and I'm gonna be like the Lord. Why? At this time, nobody went past the clouds. The first person that do it is God. Read on.
Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit.
With all that being said, you're still going to be brought down to hell. Read on.
Come. They that see shall narrowly look upon the man that made the earth to Salaki. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth tremble?
When they see you, they're going to look upon you like, hold up. Out of all that stuff y'all say that happened, this the guy you're talking about? Lucifer. This Lucifer right here. The son of the morning. He is the guy that destroyed all the nations. Read.
Come. That did shake kingdoms.
He shook up all the kingdoms. The kingdoms of the world are going the way they're going because of him. Oh, man. Read on.
Come. That made the world as a wilderness.
He made the world as a wilderness. He's the reason the world have no structure and everybody's doing what the hell they want to. At one point in time in Saudi Arabia, you would get killed for same-sex marriage. He's the reason it's allowed over there now. Read on.
Come. And destroy the cities thereof.
And destroy all the cities thereof. Read.
Come. That open not the house of his prisoners.
Man, come on, man. Read on.
All the kings of the nations, even all of them lie in glory, everyone in his own house.
I mean, any more I got to say? Any questions online? No questions? Any questions in the room? No questions in the room? I mean, that pretty much wrap it up. I mean, and with that, pass the class off to precinct officer in the car.